Hey guys, it is Thursday here in West Virginia and we're doing another unboxing. I didn't expect to be back today and I honestly didn't think I had anything else on the way, but when I got home today from the doctor, there was a box in the mail and it was an order from China, and it was the Challenger I had ordered from China, and I had put it in the back of my mind maybe to forget about it because I didn't expect it for several weeks, but it got here probably in about anywhere from 10 to 12 days. It was less than 2 weeks, I know that for sure. And it was very fast. This is a seller I used to buy from when I was in the Philippines through their online shopping platform called Shopee. And he is also on eBay selling. And I got this car shipped to the door for 30, well, actually it was less than 30 bucks. I think it was like 27 plus tax. So it came to right around 30. And anyways, very nice looking car. And I brought out an Auto World Challenger so we can compare, and they look almost identical in size. Auto World claims to be true 1/64th all the time, so we're going to see how Stance Hunters holds up, and I think it's going to be a 100% spot on 1/64th. And anyways, the car was wrapped in a clear cellophane plastic and taped on the ends. Some people want to keep that on there if they're not going to free their cars. Sometimes it's put on by the seller. I don't know if that's just like something some of the sellers do in China or what, but I noticed that with some of the Para 64 stuff I have gotten. A lot of them that have this cardboard sleeve have that, and it's usually just taped. It's not like glued or like a one piece that's like heat sealed or something like that. It's not. So you just kind of peel open the tape and pull it right off. The reason I did that before the video, because it's easier to get to the car, and I thought the scuffing was on the cellophane, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's on the acrylic case, but I think maybe I can flip it and have this scuff side to the back and you'll never see it, and hopefully the back side is clear without any scuffs. So let's go ahead and start this unboxing. As you can see in the background, it says SRT Hellcat. Here in the front you have Stance Hunters, the name of the company, and this is die cast, not resin. That's the one thing I wanted to be sure of, because I've had some resin cars and they're not bad, but I don't know, I just can't see the money in them. They just feel like a feather. They're so light and cheap feeling. I had the Eno R64, Resin 64, the first one they released, that ER34 from Liberty Walk, the red and black one, and it looked fantastic. The details were absolutely amazing, but it just felt so cheap. It didn't roll, and the undercarriage looked very, very cheap. It was just flat and scuffed up. It didn't look good. So that's why I wanted to make sure I stick with die cast. I'm not going to go resin anymore. Plus the windows I do not like in resin stuff. They look fake. I mean, it is fake, but they're like the clear plastic that you use like on model cars or something, the stuff that you buy and make on your own, the plastic sheeting that's pliable, like the windows in my dealership, the Mr. Norm's dealership, stuff like that. I forget what they call that, like acetate or something like that. But anyways, this car is true 160 or true die cast, and I think it's true 1/64th the way it looks. On the bottom side you have some warning labels here in a bunch of different languages. The first one is in English. This product is a collection of car models. This product is a collection of car models. That doesn't make sense. But anyways, I guess they translated it directly from Chinese to English, and it just doesn't line up. That's one thing I learned with teaching English for a while, was that the languages translated exact do not pan out to the same. They're backwards, kind of. So this product is a collector's model car, we'll say. Not suitable for minors under 14 years of age. So pretty much the same as any other one, except for that first line. This product is a collection of car models. I wish it was a collection of car models, that I would have a bunch of them then, not just one. But anyways, the backside just has Stance Hunters. The end caps are open because it's just a sleeve. On top, there's nothing. So let's slide him out and look at him. And the back part in here is just a card. It's not part of that. So that's kind of cool too, if you wanted to put it behind the display case and just take the sleeve off. Now this has a aluminum plate on it that is engraved. And we'll take the acrylic case off, and that's gonna work, guys. There's no scuffing on the back side like there is on the front side, so we can just kind of flip that around and voila, it looks great. If I want to put it back in the case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. The reason, and I'm going to tell you guys, one reason I hesitated on this car for so long, I was told that they do not roll. And I was acquainted with that with the resin car. And when they said it didn't roll with the resin car, they meant it. Those tires are fixed, solid, like glued on, like if you would have glued your model car wheels on the little metal end that's there on the rear axle or the front spindles or whatever. It's not going to roll. It's staying there. It's fixed permanently. That's how the resin stuff is. But this guy, when I got it out, I started feeling I can turn these back tires. They may be a little tight. I'm not sure, but they roll. I mean, that's one thing for sure. They do roll. And that was the one thing I hesitated why I didn't buy this for a while. But look inside this car. Look at the console. That is amazing. It's got the bezel around the console, the chrome bezel. You can see the shifter in there. And on the dash, I'm trying to see if there's any, it's hard to see in there, but the console is amazing. And it's got the red leather interior. It's got the wrap around like buckets, the ones that kind of wrap around your side. Looks very accurate to the real thing. The side mirrors are awesome, but they are plastic, so you do have to be very careful. They're hard plastic too. And the car is just beautiful. Under the hood is spectacular. It's, as I always brag on Auto World, and Auto World still is really good, considering it's only a $7 car. This is a $30 car. So that's the thing. Now, looking at Auto World, maybe I picked the wrong car. The hood doesn't want to pop. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, there we go. I got one that popped really easily. So there's Auto World motor compartment. And for a $7 car, it is fantastic. I mean, there's a $30 car compared to a $7 model. It is very, very nice for a $7 car. The hinges, however, are like any other die-cast car that we have here sold at Walmart. They're dead center and they're big, thick, and in the way of everything. So this one is, however, more accurate. As you can see, the hinges are off to the side and almost look factory. And under the hood, once again, it's done beautifully. The grill is fantastic. Look at the honeycomb. It looks like the emblem in the grill is actually a separate piece. The headlights are acrylic. And you have the I guess, LED trim ring around the inner light. It's very, very nice. As you can see through the wheels, your red caliper. You can see the silver rotors. The Hellcat emblem is raised. It's not just a decal. It looks to be like maybe a 3D decal. And going around to the back, you have your SRT plate with the Hellcat emblem. The Dodge emblem looks to be, I don't know, like individual lettering. And you have red acrylic taillight lenses. There's also your emblem up here on the rear ducktail spoiler. And we're going to take him off the base. And there are 2 Phillips head screws here. And I have not taken this off yet. So I just want to be gentle with it. I don't know, like, what's going to happen taking it off. I don't want to push on the mirrors and break them or anything like that. So there we go. And wow, the undercarriage is also very, Very nicely done. Look at the exhaust. That's amazing. Now, they did put the screw hole right there into the mufflers, which is a little weird looking, but besides that, it looks great. And this thing does roll. No problem at all. That's awesome. Let me zoom back out. Oh, that's zooming back in. And there's another company, I think it's called Fineworks. They make an SRT Challenger too, but they're all Liberty Walk versions, like the Tarmac. And honestly, they look pretty cool too, but they don't look much better than the Tarmac, except they do come with 2 sets of wheels, and the wheels do interchange. And I messaged one of the vendors in China, and he said that they do roll. But I don't know. Most of the time when you see them advertised, they're advertised in the box without the wheels on them. And that's the way they ship, I think. They come set up with no wheels on them, and you get the wheels and you can put them on yourself. And I think they do roll, maybe. That's what they say, but once again, I'm not sure. But now, here's the test. And this is almost, as I said, was going to be spot on, exactly the same size. It is perfect for 1/64th. And the color of that Destroyer Gray looks really good. I'm not a big fan of that color, but I couldn't find the Auto World one for less than 25 bucks. I think I did find one for 20, but it was like $7 or $8 shipping. And I was like, well, if I'm going to pay that much for that, I'm going to go ahead and just buy one of these Stance Hunters for the same exact price. And I'm very, very happy I did. This car is truly amazing for the money. The wheels, everything, this car is amazing. And as you can see, it looks like the rotor or the caliper stays fixed when you turn the wheel. It doesn't turn with the wheel. That is really cool. They do get hung up a little bit here and there while turning them, but... And it looks like there's even bezels on the dashboard too. That's a really, really amazing car. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more on the dash. Yeah, look at the detail on the steering wheel. Yeah, it's an amazing piece. Yeah, I highly, highly recommend to get one of these. And once again, the guy that I purchased it from is called Mox Toys. And very trustworthy seller from China. I've dealt with him for years when I was in the Philippines. And he packages things very well. He takes pride in his business. So he's not a crook. He's not out to get you. He's one of the better ones. So there's another one that I'm going to order. It's called Street Weapon. It's the Dodge. It's like a 63 Dodge 300 ramp back pickup. I'm going to order one of those here pretty soon, and we'll do an unboxing on that. I just want to see how they hang with all the other ones. They're like 25 bucks shipped to the door. You don't have to pay shipping. You just have to pay the taxes for your local state tax if you buy it off eBay. So it is fantastic. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow to crack open that RLC 69 C10 for you guys. Enjoy your Thursday evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.